What's going on, Nerd Army guys? Welcome back to the newest episode of Nerds Mirais. Today, guys, we are going to continue our episodic fucking venture into the world of Game of Thrones. Today, we are going to be talking about season number 4, episode number 7, titled Mockingbird. So, guys, without further ado, we're diving headfirst into this bitch. Here we go. Okay, so we start in jail with the brothers, Tyrion and Jaime, talking about how bad Tyrion fucked everything up. Because he asked for a trial by combat, he can't choose Jaime because Jaime is part of the King's Guard. He could not just fucking be someone's champion because that would leave his post and his title open. So they can't do that. He cannot be his champion. So he said, okay, well, if you can't fucking help me, get me Bronn. So, yeah, then we flash to Cersei's champion, and it's the fucking Mountain. This big son of a bitch is destroying a bunch of guys in practice. Okay, he is fucking these fools up, and that is just like, what the fuck? The Mountain? Then we see some crazy son of a bitch jump on the Hound and starts like trying to bite him and shit. The Hound just grabs that motherfucker and snaps his neck like, whew, damn, was that a twig? It was clean. So then we get into some trouble because Arya's getting followed by one of these fools, and he's just saying, he's telling her mean, nasty shit like, I'm gonna fuck you bloody bitch with a stick. And she's like, hey, tell me your name. So he says the name, and then she just fucking kills that son of a bitch. She has to know his name or it's not okay. She knows his name, made the list, motherfucking. Now you checked the fuck off, alright, bitch? So this is when the Hound basically tells her that he's proud of her, that she did a good fucking job. And you know what, Arya? You were a bad motherfucker. And you're already close to one of my favorite characters in this series, so let's go see how she goes, because I'm excited. John's back, and he has to lock Ghost away, otherwise they're going to eat the motherfucker. So, I mean, I get it. I love Ghost, but you know what? Just get no bellies. Ghost does not belong in nobody's belly. John decides it's that everyone else for the Night's Watch should seal the gate behind him, and they're like, fuck you, all right, peace. And just seals the gate. So Bronn shows up to talk to Tyrion, and apparently Bronn is a sellout little bitch. I mean, we already knew Bronn was a sellsword, and he basically didn't give a shit whoever paid him the most, but I really thought him and Tyrion had a connection. I really thought that they were more like brothers or friends, at least good friends. I mean, and you never know with Bronn. He seems like a piece of garbage all the way around, but I really thought we were at that point, and it was actually going to be pretty fucking badass. But Bronn is all showing up, looking all fancy and shit, like, what's up, bitches? Oh, by the way, I'm getting married, getting a castle. Cersei hooked it up. Yeah, Bronn's a sellout little twat, and he gave up to Cersei just like Jaime gives up the dick to Cersei every day. So Daario decided he's going to be a little badass, and he swam a mile out to this little island to get these special flowers for Dany. I've never seen a guy work so hard for a vagina. I mean, never mind. I did that. No, I didn't swim a mile, but I did some crazy shit. But for him, at least, this pays off, because then him and Dany fuck. And I'm not gonna lie, that looked like it'd be pretty interesting to join into. Whoo, mother dragons, getting the D. So this is a little awkward because Melisandre is kind of taking a little hot bath, and Stannis' wife comes to talk to the mistress. I mean, that's awkward. A little awkward. Just a little bit. So then we see my main man Jorah starting to head over to see Dany, and sees Daario leaving after he just fucked her. And he knows what's going on. He knows what just happened. He's like, I mean, you can see Jorah fucking seething. If it was a cooler day, you'd see the steam running off of that motherfucker. He was pissed. I'd be pissed too. I mean, I want to smash Dany for show, but Jorah's been working at it. He's been having her back. He's supported her. He's done everything she's wanted, and nothing. Friend zone for life, bro. Friend zone. So she tells Jorah that the Second Sons and Daario are going to take back Yonkai. And Jorah doesn't approve, but at the same time, bro, I just think that that motherfucker going out there, he might die. He's a badass, but he might die. Jorah, that means the pussy will be open for business if he's gone. What are you doing? Now, the Hound's got some wounds, and Arya is trying to cauterize the wounds to prevent any infection. or anything spreading. But the Hound, we know, hates fire. He's a bitch. And he just starts freaking out like a twat. And grow up, bro. I know you got burned, but you know what? She's trying to help. This is what you got to do. Sack up, bro. Sack up. Now, this leads to a conversation where the Hound actually breaks down and tells Arya what happened and how his brother burned his face. Now, the story, as it breaks down, is fucked up. And now, Gregor is even more of a piece of shit. Like, I already hated the Mountain, but goddamn. I mean, the Hound's starting to hit the fields just a little bit. He's still a dick, but he's not the Mountain. See, there's levels of shitness. There's the Hound, and there's just a fucking Mountain. Now, you guys can't see this. It's up the fuck here. The Mountain's a big piece of shit. The Hound's a big little piece of shit. So, I mean, it works out. So then we see Brienne and the ham-dick Podrick sitting there having a little supper and then getting their shit ready. And who is cooking the fucking food but Fat Boy himself? We haven't seen him in a while, but motherfucking Hot Pie is cooking the food. And he first comes over, runs over to him. Have you seen Sansa? Have you helped Sansa? And at first he doesn't ask about Arya, and then he eventually does. But I'm like, Sansa, bitch? You don't even know Sansa. It's all about Arya. She was your homeboy / girl / boy. But little do we know that Hot Pie's already met with him and basically says, I've already seen Arya. Comes and runs out to them as they're leaving the horses. Runs out to them and says, you know what? I've seen Arya. She's with the Hound. Just keep an eye out for her and help her out if you can. I mean, Hot Pie's, I think Hot Pie's always had a little bit of a hard-on for Arya. Once he figured out she was a girl, he's like, oh, a girl that didn't run away from me. Who knew? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on the fat guy. Grew up a fat guy. I just know how it is. For real. Hot Pie hands them a wolf-shaped bread loaf to give to Arya when they find her because it's House Stark, it's gangster. Love Hot Pie. Love the grub. I'm going to eat at Hot Pie's cafe. Peace out. So Oberyn goes down to visit with Tyrion and kind of pick his brain on what the fuck did he do. But he also goes down there with a mission to take the time and become Tyrion's champion. Because you know what? Oberyn already wants to fucking kill the Mountain for what he did to his sister and his niece and nephew. So you know what? Fuck the Mountain. Oberyn, I hope you're as gangster as I think you are. And this motherfucker better drop this big heaping pile of bullshit. Oh my God, kill him. So Sansa's outside and she's making a little model of Winterfell and laying it all out. It's actually really good. And then you get little bitch-ass Prince Robin shows up and throws a big old snowball and destroys the whole fucking thing. And you know what? Fuck Robin. Go suck your mom's tit. Shut the fuck up. Littlefinger shows up and he's being really, really creepy, like creepy uncle to the young girl. And he leans in and he kisses Sansa. And also at the same time, we got a crazy bitch-ass Lysa with her giant milk-filled boobies. She's up there on the landing watching them and her giant milk-filled boobies hanging out right there. And she turns into crazy stalker bitch. And it goes nuts from there. Fucking Sansa backs up and bitch slaps the shit out of Littlefinger. And good going, girl. You should have knocked his fucking tooth out. He's a little twat anyways. And I hope Lysa cuts his balls off. Lysa freaks out, starts accusing Sansa of all this crazy shit. Littlefinger shows up, trying to explain everything, and the moon door's right there, and Littlefinger tosses the bitch-ass milkmaid out the moon door. She slipped. Uh-oh. So essentially, Robin is now the king, but Baelish was Lysa's husband. So now he's the keeper or the ward of Robin. So basically he's in charge and he just has to convince Robin it's a good idea every time, which is easy because Robin's a fucking idiot. I mean, he breastfed till he was fucking 12. He's an idiot. But to be honest, I mean, Baelish should just cut ties and throw fucking Robin down the moon door too when he gets the chance. I mean, I know he's a kid, but he's almost as bad as Joffrey. If Joffrey would have got more of Cersei's titty, he might have ended up less sadistic and more retarded, but that didn't happen. Death to Robin. Now guys, this episode was great, and in my opinion, my favorite part was when we got the milkmaid dropping out the moon door. Yeah, fuck that bitch. She gone. Lysa crazy. Sansa, you should be running the shit. Kill both of them and you become the heir because you're related. Don't trip. Sansa wins, I think. But you know, She did have some big boobies. All right, guys, let me know what you guys thought about this episode and my breakdown for it down in the comments down below. Make sure you guys subscribe to keep up with every single episode we put out every week. We will be continuing the Game of Thrones reviews until we are finished with the entire series all the way through the uneventful season 8. But we'll get there when we get there, guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode, and make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you share this video with all your friends. Help me grow the channel, guys. We can grow together and have this amazing community continue. Love you guys, and I will see you next time right here on Nerds Mirage for another video. All right, guys. Peace out.